Morning, it's Friday the 5th of April 2013. Welcome to Gold News Video. Gold is currently at $1,550 an ounce and 53 cents, and silver's at $26.82 an ounce. Later on today, we're expecting the US Labour Department's unemployment report for March. Economists surveyed by MarketWatch are forecasting 190,000 new jobs for March in non-farm payrolls. Earlier they had expected it to be 195,000, so they've adjusted that expectation by 5,000. And so that'll be interesting to see whether the US economy is recovering and the money is coming through, is creating new jobs, and when that happens, it's often bad news for gold, and also will strengthen the dollar as well, usually. So we're basically looking to these non-farm payroll figures to hints as when the Federal Reserve is going to slow down its asset purchases. On Thursday, the weekly jobless claims rose to a 4-month high, raising concerns that the sluggish levels of hiring in the US may already be slowing. So it could be good news for gold, if bad news for regular folk. Bitcoin currency reached a record high of $147 before plunging down to around 120 yesterday. That said, in the last 2 weeks, it was around $49 a Bitcoin, so it's gone up $100 in the last 10 days or so. Silverprices.net have been talking about if silver bullion coins sales continue at the current rate, it could shatter the previous record of nearly 40 million ounces. And we've got to remember that the coins were out of stock for a little while earlier on in the year also. So if it does go on to beat previous records, that will be quite something. The Bank of Japan has shocked markets, and the yen tumbles the most in 17 months, as they doubled their stimulus plan, and over the next 2 years they'll be printing the yen and doubling what they've currently been doing. So that's surprisingly hasn't really had much effect on gold yet. So let's keep an eye on that one. But and just talking further on gold. It's currently hit a 10-month trough, and it's gone as low as 1,540 on Thursday an ounce, as the dollar strengthened ahead of the statement by European Central Bank Chief Mario Draghi after the bank left rates on hold as expected at the latest policy meeting. Gold benefits from the loose monetary policy, as we know, and but earlier yesterday failed to capitalise on the strong easing steps by the Bank of Japan. Spot gold fell as low as 1,539 an ounce, which is its lowest since May 30th last year, and it was down 0.7% yesterday. On the charts, they're saying that the next downside targets they see the next downside target is a May 2012 low of 1,537. That's what they're looking at as a potentially next low. US gold for June delivery fell 0.4% to 1,546.70. So that's gold futures for June. Physical demand was stronger, especially in Asia, after the metal fell, and North Korea moved what appeared to be a mid-range missile to its east coast. So that's the fear of war maybe is pushing the physical demand in Asia. Tokyo gold futures declined as much as 2.1% before recovering some losses as the weaker prices ignited buying from speculators in Japan. Those precious metals more widely used in industry came under pressure also due to weak economic data in the US overnight, and silver was down to its lowest level since July 24th last year. Although today it seems to be at the same level that it was 60 days ago. So big swings, but not massive swings, I would say, for anyone who's who's long on silver. Platinum dropped to its lowest level since late August at 1,504 and recovered to $1,521 an ounce, so down 0.7%, whereas palladium was down 1.8% at $736 an ounce. And that's all for today, and more gold news tomorrow.